Right there is Pride Park, home of Derby County in the Championship, and this is Friday Football 5. Why did PSG reject Real Madrid's bid for Mbappe? We're talking all things deadline day, and Leeds United finally get their man. Hello, and welcome back to Friday Football 5, where we will be discussing the top 5 topics of the week. And of course, there is only one place that we can start this week, and that is by discussing Cristiano Ronaldo. So last week we thought Ronaldo was going back to Man City. Hail to Mana! He's gone back to Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson's had a little word with him and said, Cristiano, what are you doing? No, you don't want to go to the blue side. You're a red legend. Get your arse back over there. And he's back. He's back. He's got the number 7 shirt. Nobody ever thought United were going to get Cristiano Ronaldo. That wasn't in the plan at all. Good on him for getting him, because Man City did get Ronaldo. That's title done. It really is. Does it make United title challengers? Yeah, probably. It actually really does. Varane at the back, Sancho as a winger, Pogba, Fernandes if they play well, Ronaldo up front. You can't rule United out now. You really can't. And Ronaldo didn't just have a good week with Manchester. Internationally, he has become the all-time men's goal scorer. He scored 111 goals for Portugal. He is the GOAT. I know there's a lot of Team Messi, there's a lot of Team Ronaldo, but the goals and numbers that Ronaldo has produced is just insane. Messi might have scored better goals, but for me, Ronaldo does beat Messi just. But it's a tough one. It is a tough one. But to become the best goal scorer for men's international football, you just literally have to go, well done, sir. Like, take your hat off to him, don't you, really? Alright, moving on to theme number 2 this week. What on earth were PSG thinking? So PSG rejected a bid from Real Madrid of £189 million. Are you crazy, huh? 189 million now, or you can go for free in the summer. That doesn't weigh up. The only reason I can think PSG have rejected that bid is because they haven't got a replacement in mind for Mbappe, and it was so late on. I do not understand why you've said no to that offer. I know 189 million to the owners of PSG might be nothing, but you're letting him go out on a free next year. Unless they're trying to, do 1 year of M&M and be like, this is the best team in the world, like, why would you want to leave? It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Mbappe is going to go to Real Madrid in the summer, regardless if the PSG owners like it or not. Real Madrid might even come back for him in January. The move is going to happen, whether it's January or summer, and PSG should have accepted the bid. They should. And I don't understand why they didn't. It messes with my head. I can't fathom, big word, why PSG said no to that. I don't get it. I don't. Answers on the post. Let me know in the comments, why did they say no to that transfer? Why? Moving on to topic number 3 of the week, and we are talking deadline day and transfers. And my God, there were some good transfers on deadline day. We had Saul from Atletico Madrid to Chelsea. We had Solomon Rondon reunite with Rafa Benitez at Everton. We had Edouard move from Celtic to Crystal Palace. Ademola Lookman has joined Leicester on a season-long loan. And then Antoine Griezmann thought, I'll get in on the act, and move from Barcelona back to Atletico Madrid. This transfer window has been insane. Messi's moved, Ronaldo's moved, Mbappe was going to move. You had the Kane saga, Grealish right at the start for 100 million that everybody seems to forget about. Griezmann's gone back to Atletico. To say we've had a global pandemic, the money that's been spent on transfers and the names of people moving from club to club. I'd even say Lukaku. Lukaku's come back to the Prem as well. Like, it's unbelievably good. It's only going to get better. Mbappe, I've already said, is going to go. Haaland's going to move soon. Lewandowski said he wanted a challenge. Will Cavani stay now that Ronaldo's here? I know he's given up the shirt and that, but, is he going to stay on? Will Kane eventually move from Spurs? What are people like Arsenal, Newcastle, Everton, Liverpool. What are Liverpool going to do? It's just been absolutely mental, this transfer window. And do you know what? I've loved every second of it. It's probably been one of my favourite transfer windows, actually. It really has. It's been a cracking transfer window. Topic number 4, and it's about my club. Sorry. Leeds United have finally got their man. Dan James is done. He has signed. When the news broke that we were going to go for Dan James, my initial thought was why? I'll be honest, why? But given that Paveda's gone out on loan, Helder Costa's not been performing very well, Bielsa doesn't really want to thrust Somerville into the mix just yet. Knowing that Ronaldo's come to Manchester United and James was available, it made sense to go get Dan James. We tried before when he was at Swansea and it was like that close, and Swansea were just like, no, we're not going to let you have Dan James. You can wait 2.5 years and get Dan James. Thanks, Swansea. Cheers. Thank you. Now that Dan James is here, a lot of Leeds fans have said that it'll be Harrison and James on the wings and Rafinha can move into that number 10 position that we really need. We could play 2 up front with Bamford and Rodrigo. I don't think I've ever seen Bielsa want to play 2 up front. It adds more pace to Leeds, and Leeds are a counter-attacking team. You know, Phillips will win the ball in the middle.
Boom, we're off.
Harrison, James, Rafinha. We play out from the back. They will just sprint like gazelles. Sprint down those wings. Why not? Why wouldn't it not work? He's still a young lad. Bielsa obviously rates him because he's wanted him for so long. The transfer fee, yeah, it might be a bit too much, 25 mil, possibly 30 mil. But that's the nature of the transfer market these days. No player that's even half decent is cheap. And that's why, let's go back to Edouard, who's just joined Crystal Palace. That transfer was 14 million. 14 million pound Crystal Palace. When the hell have they ever spent that amount of money? Not for a very long time. Look at Newcastle. That relationship between Bruce and Ashley is done and dusted because Ashley can't afford to be spending millions on players and build a decent squad. He did it for Joe Willock, which was 25 million, and that was probably it. It was probably you can have 25 million to go get a few players, 1 or 2, maybe 3, depending who they are. Or you can have Joe Willock and try and dip into the loan or free agent market. They tried to do that with Hamza Chowdhury from Leicester, and that fell apart. So, for me, 25 million for Dan James isn't that big a fee, given the player that he is. He's an international, he's quick, he's young, he will adapt to Bielsa's ways. I think some Leeds fans need to give it a chance. Watch Bielsa work his magic with Dan James. There's a reason he's wanted him for so long, and he'll come good. I truly believe that. Anyway, our final topic this week. Hang on, I need to go from this to this, because we're talking all things England. So England's Player of the Year was announced this week. And if you don't know who it is, here's a clue for you. My boy Calvin Phillips was England's Player of the Year. And you know what? It was bloody deserved. It really was. To say that when he first got his cap, Leeds were still a championship club, or they were just about to be promoted, and everybody was like,
why put Calvin Phillips in the England squad for? You've got better players out there.
now every single person I see on Twitter is like, Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice are the bromance we never knew we needed. That midfield dynamic between Rice and Phillips, oh, they're just fantastic. Yeah, I've known that for ages about Phillips. Like, I've always rated Phillips. Who else really deserved that award this year, to say where he's come from, how he performed? And the stats don't lie for Calvin Phillips. Check this out for a stat, people. England have only conceded 1 goal in 1,331 minutes that Calvin Phillips has played for England. Out of the 16 games, 15 of them were starts. England have won 12 of those games and kept 11 clean sheets. Are you joking me? That is a stat and a half, and that is why he's England's Player of the Year. He carried on that good form with the win last night over Hungary, a 4-0 win. It was a good game, it was a good match. Hungary are dangerous, they played well in Euro 2020. I thought it'd be a lot tougher, but do you know what? England smashed it. They were good to watch, to be fair. Second half, anyway. It was a good game, like, everybody played well. Like, Rice, I thought was superb yesterday. I thought Kane did well, to say that Obviously, he's had this transfer issue between Spurs and Man City. Sterling as well, like he's not been getting many minutes. He played well. Grealish was great. Mount, KP. There wasn't really a lot to worry about at the back, but we did the job. Like everybody played well last night for England. Should beat Andorra. Fellow Leeds striker? Because I'm a Leeds United striker, I wish. Leeds United striker Patrick Bamford could get his first senior cap against Andorra on Sunday. Come on, Pat, come on! And then we play Poland on the 8th, I believe, which is Wednesday. I hope that's right. But England are 5 points clear in their World Cup qualification group, so they should pretty much top the group now. Touch wood, nothing goes wrong. But yeah, come on, England, let's get another 2 wins next week, please. And that concludes this week's Friday Football 5. As always, guys, you know what to do now. You smash that like button. Drop a comment if you want to discuss any of the topics today, but most importantly, click that subscribe button. It literally takes 2 seconds, people. Other than that, I'll be back next Friday with Friday Football 5, episode 4. The consistency now, guys. Have a good weekend, have a good week, and I will see you next time. Laters!